Hey, the big man's back. www.
Suggy YT.
Quaalude.
Mole mole. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Suggy YT channel. Man, fuck. Welcome back to the Suggy YT channel, you big bastards. Today, we're doing the intro qualifying series for Forza Motorsport. Continuing from the last video where we completed the first race of the qualifier series, I'm pretty sure. Now we're going to do the second one and the third one. So the first race battle that we had on the other video was pretty good. I'm not going to lie. I had a very fun time doing it, and hopefully the next two races are going to go equally as well. Let's see. Now this first race is pretty familiar to us. This is the one that we were doing at the end of last episode. So it should be a fairly decent result. So let's go straight to qualifying. Holy, we got a big lobby here. Alright, so last time for the qualifying, I got very close to a flat 1. So I think that's going to be the goal here too. Yet again, the best lap was lap 2. Lucky lap number 2. So right here, we're just finishing up quali lap number 1. Heading towards the line to set our base time. Now, we've already raced this track before. We know what's going on. We have this lazy Larry coming in over here. You got to maintain a relatively high speed. These first two corners are pretty fast. Heading over here to some slightly technical turns. Take that fairly okay. See, we have one advantage this time around than we did last time. I was just about to say I put soft tires on, but no, I still have the fucking mediums on. What am I doing? Anyway, so yeah, this lap will be exactly the same as last time, pretty much. As we head out of this final corner here. We are up on our time by quite a bit there. Rocketing towards the start-finish line here, and we go over. And that is a 59.355. Not bad at all. We did get our sub 1 minute. So looking at the times here, we came in first with a 59.355. Kelator came in with a 59.582. Planet Milhorn came in with a 59.909. And then, I'm not even going to try and say his name. He came in at 59.914 for 4th place. This lobby seems a lot more competitive than the first race that we did, but that's good. A nice little challenge. I don't know if we want to gamble on softs this time again. Because last time, the tires were absolutely cooked on the last lap. But also, we made it work throughout the whole race. This is a more competitive lobby than last time, so maybe we're going to sell them a dummy. Say, oh look, we're going to go hards. But actually, we're going to go softs. Because if the guy in first is saying, hey, I'm going on hards, you must be thinking, oh, this guy knows what he's doing. Yeah, the loading screens in this game are a bit of a problem. Looking to the field here, everybody has very mixed strategies. So we decide to go through and sell them the dummy. Switching to soft tires here with about 5 seconds left. So here we go, the start of the race in this potentially competitive lobby. Let's see how it goes. Off the line, getting a pretty decent start as we head into turn 1. Everybody keeps it fairly civil. Not a lot of bumping. We start to lose Kelator in second there as we head through the first of the corners. And we just see them all behind. Kelator has a little sniff potentially, but it doesn't amount to anything. And oh, we have a little bit of a moment going into that corner here. Try to open up the exit of the last corner like we did in the first race. Not very successful at it, if I'm going to be honest. Fast forwarding down the straight here, we see that the gaps just keep increasing. The gap to Calator back there is now a 1.6, and it switches to a 2.3 at the end of lap 2. So, what happened to the qualifying time, guys?
Stop talking shit.
So right here, it looks like Calator has a moment. Hemorrhaging time to me in front here. Just that one little moment coming out of the last corner just ruins him all throughout the straight. Eventually, Calator lands to about 16 seconds behind us. And then 19 seconds behind us at the end of lap 10. So right here, we're just trying to conserve as much as possible. Trying to not throw it into the wall with our severe tire wear. And yet again, the game tries to convince us to pit, but we will choose not to pit and instead finish first the second time in this qualifier series. So far, the qualifying series has been really good to me, and I appreciate that. At the beginning of this race, I certainly didn't expect it to be as definitive of a victory as possible, but we were able to convert our pole position into a pole win. We didn't bottle the start, which is good, and we just kept it clean throughout the whole race. We kept it nice and consistent. So let's see if we can continue this momentum for the last race of the qualifier series. Oh shit, do I only have like 2 minutes? Man, by the time I load it, I'm gonna have no practice. Yeah, practice ends in 1 minute. Oh my god. That's not even enough time for a qualifying lap. I think I'm just gonna be at the back of the grid. This is also a club circuit, so it's probably gonna be like another 10 lapper. Let's play it safe. Actually, no, let's play it dangerous. Fuck it. Lap time is about 1:07. Previous was about 1 minute. So it should be the same race distance. Alrighty, playing it dangerous. Plan C for combat. Here we go, our third and final qualifying race. Let's get into it. Now we're starting at the back of the grid here, so we're hoping to gain positions very quickly in order to possibly fight for a first position. Heading into this corner here, trying to keep it as clean as possible, getting out of the way of that guy who seemingly wants to go very short into the corner. Neat spider, more like messy spider, but that's okay. Heading into this long straight here, this really just shows the importance of getting that first corner right. As Smooth Brain starts to play Helldivers 2. Now, this is not the way that I wanted to start the race, okay? That braking zone really caught me out. As we just lose the pack ahead of us, 1.5 seconds to, what's his name? Slephood Own. But then we make up all the time in this sequence of corners right over here as Slepad Own tries to fight Messy Spider for third place. So I try and capitalize on that going on to the start-finish straight here. A little bit of contact, but that's okay. Everybody's still racing. No penalties. The stewards don't yell at me. That's good. Heading into this big braking zone. Messy Spider goes very wide. Sleped Own keeps it fairly tidy. He kind of cooks into the corner, but that's okay. We just tuck into the slipstream and try our best down the straight. We have a little bit of a look here as Slepid Own tries to break the slipstream here. Slepid Own cooks it into that corner. Messy Spider pulls up alongside of us.
He just fully turned into me.
And there we have it right there. Messy Spider gets dropped behind us. And now we kind of start looking ahead as we really bungle the entry into that corner. We take a lot of space on that turn right here as we fast forward down the start-finish straight. We try and keep it very tidy around this corner because we'll see right here with Slip Hid Own what happens whenever you don't take that corner tidy. We're 0.2 seconds to him right now, and we're deep within his slipstream. Let's see if we can capitalize. Running off the track there, not a very smart move, as we lose all of the momentum we just gained. Heading into this big braking zone right here, we try and see if we can eke out a little bit of an advantage at the exit. Not a lot happens there. We want to try and pass this guy as quickly as possible in order to have any chance to get first. He goes just a little bit wide there, allowing for us to get a decent exit here, maintaining our 0.3, 0.2 gap towards him. We sniff around the outside of him. Try and keep this corner nice and tidy. He goes a little bit wide in the middle of the corner, so we can pull right alongside of him. So far, excellent battle, I must say. We try and keep as close to him as possible as we just open up that little left right there to try and gain any sort of advantage we can. We do so and manage to pull alongside of him. Going towards this corner here. Very definitive move. Let's cut to the toaster mic for the live reaction. Nice. I handled it very maturely. So after that very decisive move, it's time to focus on invading Planet Milhorn. Cutting ahead here, we get to about 0.9 seconds to him. Gaining quite a bit of time on him on the exit of that corner. We both keep it fairly tidy. He ventures pretty wide here and has to hit the brake just a little bit in order to stop himself from clipping the wall, which allows us to get right alongside of him going into turn 1. Now remember, turn 1 is very important for the straight. So we just stick it on the inside, keep holding it, and we're ahead heading into the straight. Now we can see Planet Milhorn behind us trying to sniff for any opportunity he can get. We let him take the outside here because he's going to pull alongside of us either way, so we choose to let him take the outside, heading into this very tricky corner. And right here, we just keep it on the inside. He kind of wiggles a little bit, and we manage to pull out ahead. This car's very squirrely on braking. Oh my god. Actually, it's only squirrely when you stomp on the brake, Smooth Brain. Smooth application is key here. Fast forwarding here a bit. We can see Planet Milhorn here just kind of go a little bit wide on the exit of turn 1, which just compromises him down the straight, and he's not able to pull into our slipstream, which is very good for me. So now I can just focus on being as smooth as possible and try to catch the guy in first. Light on the brake is a lot easier. Don't just put your foot all the way down on the brake, it'll make the car squirrely. Oh my god, he's learning. We're fast forwarding here to the start of lap 9. The final lap. Right now, what's that guy's name? Uwaldu? We're about 2 seconds behind Uwaldu here. But coming out of that first corner, we managed to get it down to about 1.5. Look at that, we almost caught up. Holy shit. I know, right? It's spectacular. I mean, coming from last place to being in this position is pretty cool. Heading into the tricky corner here. Too eager. I was way too eager there. He wants it. He wants it badly. I wanted it to happen too bad. That's what I'm saying. So here, coming into the last few corners, a miracle happens. A little glitch in the matrix, perhaps. Now, just watch that time gap slowly trickle down as he doesn't get the best exit here. Finishing under a second to the guy in first, that's not bad, coming all the way up from the back. Oh! I finished first! He had penalties! No fucking way! Okay. Holy shit. That is epic. Damn, that's a really high skill rating. Holy shit. All right, so now that we are out of our qualifying series, we have to find a series to race. And you got a Edgar? Oh my god, Edgar. Oh. Though tempting, I kind of want a GT spec series. So let's see if we can find one of those. Let's join this and just see how this goes. More of a complicated track than the last ones that we've been racing. It's wet. Okay. I don't like that it's wet, I must say. All right, here we go. Let's just take a moment and appreciate the atmosphere here, because this is beautiful. Holy. The rain, the fog, the fast car. Oh my god, dude. The level of aura in this race, let me tell you. Heading into this first corner here, kind of mess up the braking zone a little bit, but it is wet. We have a nice little tight sequence of turns here, which was a little tricky to get right, but I was able to figure out something that worked for me here. Riding that curb quite a bit, riding that curb quite a bit. Ideally, I want to try and get as close to the wall as possible, but that isn't for this lap. Slow corner there, heading out to a fairly open section of the track. Slow down just a little bit for this very open section of the track. Slow down again. We have a straight up 90-degree turn leading into this bulbous turn here, which heads out onto a little straight. Honestly, this track is pretty interesting. I would recommend, and 10 out of 10 would race again. Here, we slow down just a little bit in order to prevent too much wheel spin as we head out onto the oval. And just bask in it. Bask in this aura. Holy. The grandstands emerging from the fog. Oh my god. What a beautiful game. Crossing the line there, we get a 1 minute 37.671. Sadly, our second lap was a touch slower. What was that? 1/100th of a second? Oh, sorry. 2/200ths of a second. My bad. And tragically, we do not have enough time for a third lap. But, as you'll see here, this first section, we managed to get pretty right. And by pretty right, I mean very right. Okay? Look at this. Hug the curb, get close to the wall, maybe a little too close, but we're 1 second up. That's huge. But sadly, it was not meant to be. And we'll never know how the lap would actually turn out. Man, these loading screens are long. Here's the starting grid. There's only 2 other players, which again, tragic. The sheer atmosphere of this place at least demands a full lobby, in my opinion. So we start our race. We get a fairly decent launch as Lezing goes very wide on turn 1. Ends up being definitively last and ends up quitting the match. And who's this other guy? Hooked Dubonix. Hooked Dubonix is now about 6 seconds behind us as we absolutely nail that series of corner right there. And he DNFs too. My aura is just too strong. So, with no one in the race, I don't really see any point in continuing besides just basking in the aura. But I mean, I feel like I basked enough. It just seems like no one wants to race in the wet, which is super annoying. But that begs the question, is this game dead? Because we only had a couple of people in that lobby. We only had 5 people total on Hikone, and one of them DNF'd. So let's just check the Steam chart real quick. Oh. 705 players right now. 1,024-hour peak. All-time peak, 4,703 players. Oh my god. This game is dead. But see, here's the thing with Steam charts. This is an Xbox title game, and I cannot view those metrics very easily. I don't even think you can view those metrics at all. But, let's just check what F1 2025 was running just so we can have a comparison. Oh my god. 6,129 players right now, whenever I checked. 9,265 24-hour peak, 22,595 all-time peak 3 months ago. Forza is dead. I yearn for Gran Turismo 7.